Cathedral Church of Christ, where the dealers are waiting for them in the nave.
Hello,
First
I'm
up
Harry.
to see
Harry,
Tony
lovely to
Gillen
meet you,
is
Squire.
Harry. What have you got for us?
I brought in a fishing reel and its leather case. I have in mind £170. I probably won't accept less than that.
Perfectly made, you know, precision engineering here. So I'm going in blind, but with valour.
That's the spirit, Tony. Best of luck.
What have you brought in for me today?
I brought you an early 1900s Farlow reel and its leather case.
Farlow reel. Are they a good maker, are they?
Yeah, it's a very good maker. Their address is embossed on the case and on the reel,
Right.
which indicates that it was early 1900s because they moved their address afterwards. So.
And that's the Strand, of course.
It is the Strand, yes.
And
in London.
even today, it's still a wealthy area. So whoever went into this shop then
Yep.
certainly paid up for this. And you can always tell quality.
Yes.
It's just, you can feel it. The tension
Very
of
good
it, you
piece of
know, which is
engineering.
what you need when you're trying to get a fish. I mean, I'm not really a fisherman myself, but anyway. And an ivory little handle there.
Yes.
It's got everything, hasn't it? I mean, you wouldn't think this was brass, really.
Not indeed, no.
It's
no.
sort of plated to reflect polished steel, which is something I haven't come across.
Yeah.
How did you come by it?
It was my father-in-law's, who was
Right.
a keen fisherman. I'm not. And so it's been lying in a cupboard for quite a number of years now.
And I understand there's a bit of a story about your father-in-law.
Yeah, he was a stonemason on this cathedral.
Amazing.
In the 1930s and into the 1950s as well.
Right, Harry, let's have a look here. 20. 40. I like the smile. Tell me if I've got too much down, won't you? 60.
No,
Not even close.
No, not even close.
I shall 80.
Keep trying.
Keep trying. God loves a tryer. 100.
No.
I'm kind of where I want to be with it.
Well, I'd like to hear what David's got to say.
So would I, actually.
Well, I've just run back to my independent valuers because we've got varying estimations between 140 to 200 pounds. £100 is on the table. I think it's too cheap. It's a lovely thing. I think at this stage it's worth a gamble, unless our farmer here, who has a salmon river running through his property, comes to the party.
I think we've got a live one here. Right, well, you know, I really like it, so I'm going to have another go. 140 was the low, wasn't it? So I'm going to match that and then round it up to make 150.
Another tenner might seal the deal.
Another tenner. What about I split it with you? A fiver. A Lady Godiva. How's that?
Yeah, we have a deal.
Harry, thank you very much.
That extra £5 swung it for me because I had to take into account the auction fees.
Well, I'll sell the fishing reel for a profit. No problem. Quality always sells.
Fighting talk. We'll see how you get on. Now,
Hello,
Sue has
my name's
brought in some
Alison.
advertising
Hello.
boards and Alison Chapman is keen to snap them up.
You'll not see this happen that often with me. I'm just going to ask her what she wants for them, because I want them. They'll be coming home with me.
Better go for as much as you can, Sue.
Well, what is their history? Tell me all about them.
Well, my daughter restores furniture and she found these in the bottom of an old wash basin that she was doing up. They were wrapped in brown paper and being used as shelving.
Right. Well, I can see there's a few marks on them, but I think they're
Yeah.
actually delightful. Really lovely. I
Yeah,
love
they
them.
are, aren't they?
And Bear Brand, is that a local name, do you know?
Yes, that's a Liverpool factory now. It's defunct now, but it was a very famous factory in Liverpool.
Was it?
Yeah, in Woolton.
Right. They're very appealing, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They're very retro, aren't they?
Yeah, vintage, which is all
Yes,
very fashionable.
yeah.
Well, I love them and I'd like to buy them. So, what are you going to make me pay for them?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think they're worth?
Oh, I don't know either, really.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, I shall have a go at buying these. This is all delay tactics, you know.
Yes.
Well, I decide what I'm going to put down. So, £50.
Oh.
I like them that much.
Yeah, you must think that they're worth something if you've given me £50.
Well, I hope they're worth £50, but I really like them. They have great appeal.
Yeah.
Blimey, she likes them, doesn't she?
I
So,
really do.
Bear Brand, there are obviously advertising signs for ladies' nylon stockings. They would have been seen on the counters around about the 1940s. £20 to £40 is the estimation from both the independent valuers and the auctioneer. So it goes without saying that Alison really likes them, really wants to buy them, and I'm going to say you should sell them to her.
Well,
There you are.
master's spoken. Yes.
Do you want to take my £50?
Yes, I will, Alison.
Lovely, I'm really happy with them, Sue.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
So you've brought along some autographs. They've got a story.
They have, yes. I collected these in the 50s and 60s. I had an uncle who worked at the Adelphi Hotel just down the road, and most of the autographs are from people who stayed at the Adelphi, so I've collected them all myself. Some of them, as you can see, are cut out of programmes. You know, they've signed programmes for me.
You must have a couple that are favourites or have got a little bit more of a story, Val.
Yes, I think my favourite sporting one has to be Sir Len Hutton, who played for England and was really the epitome of cricket in the 60s. And then of the music hall stars, Max Bygraves is always a fun one because he was such a fun person to talk to.
Any more?
This one's Semprini. Now, you have to be my age to know who Semprini is. He was a very well-loved classical pianist, and he was appearing at the Philharmonic Hall just after the war, so it would be late 40s, and that was when I got his.
Did you sort of wait outside? You weren't
Yes.
sort of a bit groupie, Val, were you?
Yeah, well, my mum used to take me down because we used to go and see my uncle at the theatre, and we'd get a message the day before to say Max Bygraves will be coming, and do you want to come down?
That must have been really exciting.
Yes. So,
Now, why are you thinking of parting with them then?
because there's only me that loves them. And they've been in a box and not come out since I moved house. So they need to go to somebody who'd be more interested in them.
I know there are some very interesting people, but the things that are bringing the money that people are wanting are those really, really big stars and
absolutely,
things.
yeah.
But I'm going to put some money on the table
Right.
and see what you think. £20.
No.
Said that very quietly, didn't I? 25.
That's very nice of you, but I'll decline, thank you.
David.
Well, I think it's worth a little bit more than that. There's a lot of interesting names there. 30 to 40 is the independent valuers. Val is a terrific lady. I'm going to say to you, behave yourself. Put a little bit more. Put a little bit more money in.
David, these are not quite my thing. I would have preferred the Beatles or Elvis.
Are you saying that Val doesn't have strong enough stars or personalities in her autograph?
No,
I only like the Beatles and Elvis. Well, Beatles and Elvis would be thousands of pounds, darling. Well, you've only got 25 quid on.
I know.
OK, I'm going to get out of this door or get into trouble because she's digging her heels and I can see that. And it will be those well-known heels, those big 6-inch heels. They've dug in now.
Val, you're really lovely, but that's what I'd like to bid you. The choice is yours.
I think I'll take them to auction and try my luck.
Are we friends?
Of course we are, yes.
It was lovely to meet you.
Thank you, and
Good
you.
luck at auction. Have a nice day with David.
I will. I would have liked a little bit more money from her, so because there are some really interesting people there. but I think going to auction might be successful.
I'm glad Val's still friends with me and I haven't upset her by offering £25. There weren't enough big names for me, as I said.
Does auctioneer Adam Partridge think Val can do better?
Well, it's bound to do better at auction. Good decision.
20, 230.
Sounds promising,
That's you
but
at
will the
220,
autograph
actually,
hunters
so
be
I'll
waiting
take
in the
5
sale
and 2
room?
on it.
Let's
LA
find
20,
out.
33, isn't it? Now, Cheryl, 25 quid for those autographs is just ridiculous. They're worth more than that, but the reserve is still 30 quid.
Right.
It's a low reserve, it's worth more than 30 quid. Let's see what happens coming up now. 2 lovely autograph books with a good selection inside there. At maybe £30, 30's online. At 35 the room. We're 35. It's worth a bit more than that, but 35, 40's online. At £40 and 5 the room. £45. 45, more like it. At £45, 50's online. At 50. That's more respectable, isn't it? £50. Hammer's up and selling these at £50 for the 2. At £50, you're all done at 50 then. Gavel's gone down at 50 quid. There is a little bit of commission to take away. Real Deal is £42 you're going home with. Happy?
Oh, very.
Satisfied?
Yes. Sir Len would be pleased.
OK. On the day, Real Deal, £50, take home, £42.
Next up, Jimmy has brought in a 19th century watch, and Henry likes the look of it.
I love pocket watches. Really looking forward to trying to buy this one. It's a definite.
Money-wise, I mean, I'd be looking for somewhere in the region of £500.
Hope you've brought plenty of cash.
Well, lovely pocket watch. What's the history?
Well, it was my grandfather's.
Okay.
He got it presented to him in 1939 when he retired.
Right.
And it was passed on to my father. Basically, it's just been stuck in a drawer for the last 60-odd years.
Right.
My mother said, why don't you take it in and see what I can get for it and maybe pay for a holiday for me and my children. So.
We'll try and get there for paying for your holiday. We'll have to wait and see. Let's have a look at what we've got. It's an Elgin pocket watch, and it's what we call a hunter, because it's got a closed cover, both front and back. Mm-hmm. Now, you say it's a presentation watch, presented to your grandfather.
Yeah.
That's nice, but what's nicer is that they haven't engraved it.
Yeah.
Quite often, values are ruined really on these when they are engraved.
Yeah,
and it's really more sort of sentimental to the family involved. You have 2 types of watch. You have them when they're gold back cover, gold inside cover, or plated cover. Luckily for you, we've got here a gold inside cover, and we can just see there the movement ticking away.
Oh,
American movement.
It runs fine, yeah.
Elgin, lovely, love it, and it's in really nice condition. Really nice condition. So, shall we get some money out
Yes,
and
please.
see what we can do? 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 20, 40, 60, 80, 2. 20, 40, 60, 80, 3. Well, you're going to be a tough nut to crack, you are, aren't you?
Not even close yet.
Not even close?
No.
320. Getting closer?
No.
Okay. 340. 360. 380. 400.
Not quite there yet.
Not quite there yet.
No.
Have you got
Still
a price in mind?
Yeah.
Am I far away from that?
You're not that far, but you need a few more down yet.
400 on the table.
Yeah.
I think we should ask David. David.
Yeah.
Well, just before I came to watch this starting, I went across to the auctioneer and to the independent valuers because their valuation was slightly different. We had a £450 to £500 and we had a 5 to 8 from the auctioneer of the day. And I said to him, well, what makes this so special? And he said, well, I've seen items of this quality bringing £600 day in, day out. And so he's very keen on it. That isn't a guarantee, but at £400, I think we're low. Put some more money down if you want to buy it. Otherwise, you and I will go to auction. Tick-tock.
Thanks, David. So we're at 400.
Yeah.
420. 440. 460. 480. 500. What do you think about 500?
It's a good offer. One more and it's yours.
$520 will buy it.
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
520 it is.
Yep.
Jimmy, thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
you, Henry.
Thanks.
Cheers.
That was a hard deal. The profit margin will be fairly minimal on it, but you know.
Me and the kids are off to Cornwall, courtesy of Grandad and his watch.